Hello, what's up everyone? So today we are creating this.
I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit and the coffee ain't hit
First
yet.
of all, we have these three clips. Let me just position them as how I want them to be appear. This frame is good. Just crop it. I want the I want these clips not longer than like 2 seconds or 2 seconds. 15 frames is fine as well. So yep. Then the second clip that will appear. Mm, just clip it like this. Okay, this is okay, I guess. So we have our clips sorted. Let me just reduce the composition. For now, let me just play it. So it is like this: the first clip, then the second, and then we have the third clip. Okay, so um let me just right click here and trim comp to work area. So the first effect I want to put is that flashy effect. So for that, just create an adjustment layer, put it above like this, then crop it. So for the zoom on your timeline, you can either just use this bar, or you can just press alt and use your mouse roller. So let's say I want to trim it to 5 frames or 7 frames. Okay, this looks okay. Now just go to the effects and presets and write exposure. So put a keyframe at exposure and then press U on your keyboard so you can see it. So if I zoom in more, so I want the exposure to be really, exposure to be really high right there, because it is a transition. So just put it like this. You can play with the comma correction as well if you want, but for now it is okay. Then just put go like 2 frames or 1 frame, and then click right here. So you will have the same keyframe as this, or you can just control C and control V. This will affect the same. Now at the last, I want this keyframe, basically I want the exposure to be restored again. So just copy this keyframe and control C and control V. So if you see, we have this. It looks okay, but I want to add more stuff into it. So for that, I'm going to add directional blur. Okay, click on stopwatch of blur length, then press U on your adjustment layer so you can see the keyframe of blur length. Put it right there in the middle of these keyframes, and then move forward and increase the blurriness like this maybe, and change the direction to like this, and then take this keyframe, control C and then control V. So we have a like really detailed now. One more thing you can do, if you don't want this to be really flashy, you can either just decrease the exposure, okay, or you can just or you can go here and write invert and click on it, so you will have this effect. And you can play with the settings, blend with original or not. So yeah, this is also good, I guess. So yeah, this all depends upon you. It looks good to me. Let me just drag this more. Okay, so we have our first transition ready. It is like this. Okay, for the second transition, we need to basically we need to crop him. So for that, let me just duplicate this. Okay, so I want this keyframe to appear, so for that, just um, go 1 frame forward, crop it. Okay, then just right click and go to time and freeze frame. Okay, now just increase it like this and crop him out of the frame. So once you're done with it, your frame should look like this. It is transparent. So now the main task begins. Just put it right there, like 5 or 6 frames before transition, or you can go for 10 frames as well. So I'm going to back 10 frames like this and crop it like this. So we will have this transition like this, you know. Okay, now what we need to do, we basically need to blur him out so we cannot see him in the first place. Go to the effects and preset and write Gaussian blur and drag and drop it like this. Okay, then just increase the blurriness like this, then duplicate it. Oh sorry, not the Gaussian blur, not the Gaussian blur. Let me just increase the blurriness to maybe 200. This looks okay. Then apply another effect as tint. So you will have this black and white effect. You can play with the settings if you want, but we're going to play with these two settings. Okay, we will just decrease these numbers as we move forward. So let me just bring it more towards left side. I'm going to play with like 12 frames. Okay, so now duplicate this layer and crop this one, the second one. Let me just rename them layer 1. Okay, and let me just drag them like this so you can see it. Delete it for now. Now we're playing with this layer, the cropped one. Okay, so just crop it to 1 frame. Before that just duplicate it, then crop it to 1 frame like this. Then on the second one just hit the Gaussian blur to maybe around 150 or maybe 180. 175 would be good, I guess. Sorry. Then amount to like 80. Again reduce it to 1 frame, duplicate it, but this time blurriness to 150 or so, and then to maybe 70. Another duplicate and do this again and again until you reach the blur to 0. This time I'm going with the 100 and 50. Another duplicate, this time 75 and 40. Another duplicate, and this time maybe 30 and 20. Another duplicate, and this time I'm going with the, let's just reduce it to 0, and this one 0 as well. Okay, now one last thing which you can add is noise HL auto. So just just reduce it to 0 in the last clip obviously, but it should be like really high in the first. So I'm going with the lightness to around 85, I guess, and hue to 20. Just copy it, let's make it to 100. Okay, so we have two values, 100 and 20. We need to decrease it. Okay, so Control C, Control V, 90 and 18 maybe. Just repeat the process by reducing the values, but no rocket science. 80, 15. It is kind of a time consuming process, but it will give us really good effects. You can even skip some frames if you want. You can just copy it and drag it to last frame as well. 35. Okay, so now just place them like randomly, like this, and like this. Okay, let me just enable what we have created so far. you can adjust these keyframes, you can adjust these clips like this as well, so it looks a bit random too. So yeah, this is how it looks like. You can do one thing more, you can decrease the opacity of the starting clips, like maybe to 50 or so. So yeah, it looks like this. You can delete some if you want. For example, I want to delete this one and this one, so it doesn't, you know, it won't be that much prominent. One more thing you can do, you can just drag these like backward, increase frames of this one, and then the moment where our animation or the moment where our transition occur, you can just increase this one like this, so it will have an effect like this. And to make it more interesting, you can add this last effect. Just create an adjustment layer. Adjustment layer should be of the length, uh, the length of your transitions basically, and add just posterize time and decrease the post frame rate to maybe 4 or 8, so it will have a really static and cool effect. You can place them below, so it looks like, you know, as a glitch effect kind of. You can decrease the frames more if you want. Create a really short exposure effect, which we have created already. You can use exposure effect, or you can use brightness as well. The work is same, I guess. So if you increase it like this and then decrease it and then increase it and then decrease it, so control C the first keyframe and control V right here, so we will have like this animations, a flashy animation I would say. I planned this tutorial to give you 2 transition effects, but I want to make this clip as well, you know, a bit interesting. So for that, I'm gonna add an adjustment layer and put an effect name as transform and motion tile. Make sure the motion tile effect is on this layer and not the adjustment layer, okay? Then increase the output width to around 400 and output height to around 400. Click on mirror edges and then go to transform again. Now just crop the transform adjustment layer to around 5 frames or 6 frames, and then click on position and scale property, okay? Then press U on your keyboard and drag these keyframes, because these are the reference keyframes. I want our clip like this in the end, so I'm just dragging these keyframes to the end, and right here we are going to play with the position like this. If you see this blank, so you can just go to right here and increase the output height like this to maybe around 900, okay? Again, go to the adjustment layer and increase it like this, okay? Meanwhile, I want to scale it up as well, so just 120 I guess would be fine. And let me just play it and see what we have created. Drag this to right here. It will load. Let me just put it on auto. So it is really fast, so let me just decrease the amount to maybe 2000. Increase the adjustment layer to around 10 frames and move these keyframes like this. I want the position to, you know, position keyframe to complete its animation before the scale keyframe. So yeah, it is like this, and then press F9 on your keyboard for easy ease. And lastly, just click on this icon right here for the motion blur, and you will have this. I don't want a video to be start from this frame, so for that just go to the opacity. While being on adjustment layer, go to the opacity and drag this keyframe right here after 2 or 3 frames and reduce it to 0 in the start. So we have like this. So this is our final animation. I hope you like the transitions. So yeah, this is all about the tutorial today. We have created really cool transitions, basically 3 transitions in this effect, which are really common in music effects as well. So be creative, be bold, and let me know if you want to learn something new. So till then, see you in the next video. Take care, bye bye.
And this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe